Before I begin my reading, Suresh, I salute you. I take a step back from this stage and I doff my hat to you, Machan. You've taken the most important step in unleashing your creative genius. Upon parched eyes, you come to believe in the power of your own wit and ask the critics, very literally, to go hog themselves. Now bear with me, this is long, but I chose this particular piece because it resonates with my heartstrings as much as it does with his. And Lithuanians, after all, are eternally loyal, so that's one of those annoying traits we have. Right, so here goes. Piece from Suresh. This actually I read before he published this online some time back and it really touched me. Here we go. I visited my alma mater yesterday after 14 years. I had an appointment with our warden, Father Mark Willimoria. It's amazing. No matter where you have been, what you do, what you don't, what you may have or may not have achieved, once you step in through those gates, you are transported to a place that is not only a cornerstone of your youth, a bedrock of unmatched experiences. Better still, it's like you never left at all. I was shown around college, taking in the new sights, from the new blocks, the mesmerizing buildings, to how things have evolved. The augmented canteen and catering facilities are splendid. Wi-Fi was made available throughout the entire school, and students, I don't know if that's a good idea. We had that back in the day. And students taking notes on laptops, to how much students are engaged in practical learning as much as the academic. While those necessary traditions and disciplinary factors of yesteryear are steadfast and maintained by all. In fact, my first impression, the moment I walked through the chapel gate, was that our college looks magnificent. You cannot feign that sense of pride or nostalgia that washes through your very being. The most quintessential thing, though, is that those sentiments are juxtaposed firmly with how very progressive college is in this day and age. As Roland Biscayne, the gunslinger from Stephen King's phenomenal Dark Tower series says, the world has moved on. But I rejoice that unlike many institutions that believe in recreating and replicating past glories and living in the past, while lukewarmly accepting advancements and changes of current day. College, however, college has and will never forget its genesis or its roots, but have comprehended and embraced change to evolve without sacrificing even an iota of integrity or its unparalleled heritage. I noticed how there were visitors, ladies from some banking institution or the other, strolling around the premises. And it hit me with great distinction and pride how the students, the ones I encountered in any case, treated them with such respect and regard. There was no catcalling or whistling or banter exchange. The ladies could go about their business without any harassment or abuse. Would it be the same for guys? I wonder. It's the small things like this, the small things that kind of stay with you. You can also help, you also can't help but feel enamored to see the century-old monuments and landmark buildings still intact and looked after. Memories galore, folks, memories galore. I experienced a flurry of emotions, naturally. I did feel a tinge of remorse for never having visited my alma maters once we left school. But at the same time, I am not a man that acts with agendas and motives. It just simply had to happen when it was meant to happen. I am glad yesterday's appointment took yours truly back to a place that's more an educative sanctuary or a therapeutic haven, but a second home of sorts. I entered through the main gate at 8:15 a.m. and spent much of the day in college. And I went back only at 1 p.m. I was fortunate to meet some of the teachers that taught us during our tenure at college. Some reaching the milestone of 35 to 40 years, still there, still betting on, as it were. I saw the facility, had many students brazenly approach me and chat with me, asking me questions regarding stigmata, to my professional choice of vocation, to having discussed Miles Davis, Dream Theatre, the Bard of Avon, to a streetcar named Desire. I had a long, amazing, heartfelt, without qualm or doubt, certainly what would be one of the greatest memories of my life. Conversation with Warden. Father Mark Millimoria, in his office, reminiscing when in 96 and 97 he taught us divinity, and how even back then he asked a young bunch of lads aimlessly kickstarting a heavy metal band. Anime. Aimlessly kickstarting a heavy metal band, if we play any dire straits. He smiled at the memory and asked me if we play any dire straits numbers today. It was my honor to discuss at length a series of topics from the band to my writing to college itself, to teachers of old, to a plethora of programs and projects in the pipeline that will see the light of day in time to come. We all have our personal experiences, both good and bad. Experiences that shape us, that hone and mold us into what we are today. Not since Mr. Suneth De Alwis has college had a more worthy, brilliant, forward-thinking, open-minded and astounding gentleman as Warden. I am truly humbled and honored to be in the presence of a man who isn't just what our alma mater requires or wants, it's what college deserves, but more importantly, what Torah needs and has needed for a long time. A colossal shout out to Michelle Hurft and Shehan Fernando for taking time off their busy schedules to spend time with an old boy clad in black, for the lack of an euphemism, unconventional in all manner and aspects. It was time well spent, and I will cherish. Truly, yesterday was one of the best times of my life, and I didn't even feel the time slipping by. I shall do all I can for my alma mater, whatever is within my skill set, capacities, and talents. I shall impart my experiences and knowledge gladly, because it struck me harder than being discombobulated before being hit by a freight train on a fine midsummer's day that we can all leave St. Thomas's College. Be that as it may, St. Thomas's College never leaves you. Resto perpetua. Thank you.
I'm just going to read out two pieces that I found spoke to me and I found I could relate to. Garb. This soul you wear, such chic couture with vibrant flair. The naked truth, the skin you peel, the neck and noose, not too surreal. This heart you tame, a free spirit in a material realm, the abject fear, the unspilt tear, the snap and break, while old friends jeer. This mind you fix, proclaim thoughts that befit a colossal wit, a scorpion for a gift, a dove to urge the gist. The reverie autumn breeze paints whispers of our sins, so solitary, emotional solitaire, such solicitude, such a showman savant of justice and truth, so pretty, metaphorically delicate, such fragility, with such virility, with such pride, that soul you wear. Peel it off, tear it off, rip it off, claw it off, your shedding skin. Holy fuck. Or was that your soul you shed instead? The second piece doesn't have a title, but once more, feelings I can relate to. You cheat, I forgive. You break, I heal. Old skin, you peel. Lemon sun scarring still. You lie, I forget. You bleed, I sip. The floor, the faultless quest in a fragile hope that the drowned may swim. You spit, I taste. You poison the tree, you poison the well, you engulf like the fires of Mercury's kiss, dripping chance for a choice you'll regret. You cleanse, I scrub. You possess, I confront, a dark lament for the dying soul, a slave for a whore. To each her own. You walk a maze in a shattered mirror's gaze. The more you break, the more you're whole. The less you bend, the more you fold. Here's to broken citadels and their lonely ghosts. Thank you.
I'm going to read the poem. It's called Earth Mother. Earth Mother, feel her pulse, hear her breathe, hear her sigh. Tears from the cracked ancient soil dish she cried. Sky Mother, see her bruise, watch her paint the world in hues, with the colors of day in the shades of night. Sea Mother, fall and rise, carry your wayward children to the other side, navigating on the ship called life. Wind Mother, hear her scream. The low pressure of plants and trees brings every breeze from this inland sea. Star Mother, cosmic dance ever so bright, each constellation a grand design. From the southern cross of Cassiope, from Orion to the great eagle. Fire Mother, feed our flames. Never has a bushel been etched in thy name. Kindle, rouse, stoke and fuel, awaken, incite, stir and fuse. From every womb to every cradle, from every womb to every deathbed, you have been used, abused, taken for granted and consumed. Beaten, scarred, battered and bruised, you've been worshipped since time immemorial. Loved, loathed, hunted, salvaged and rebuked. Sisters, mothers, lovers, daughters, aunts, grandmothers, nieces, cousins, haters, friends, advisors, mistresses, submissives, maids, regents, adjudicators, seraphs, destroyers, healers, redeemers, fallen angels, saviors. This is my ode to each of you, to all of you, to some of you.